Yeah, I think that, again, I think going back to the question, I think you want to improve every area, every layer of your team. Certainly, I think when we look back at last offseason, we made a conscious decision to kind of put a little bit more resources onto the offensive side, knew that we'd lose some good players on defense. I think looking back, certainly miss some of those guys. That starts with me and making those decisions. And so I don't think there's an area that, we wouldn't, be open to addressing. Now, if you look at our defense and you're just kind of honest with it, well, we have a lot of young players at defense tackle, right? So is that as big a priority as other areas, just being honest? Probably not. But that's also an important position. So we're also not going to be in a position where we're going to turn down a guy because the resources are already there because we believe in the D-line so much.
When you look at Howie,
I'm gonna come, I promise.
what do you think of the job that Shane Steichen did in his first year in Indianapolis? And if, so far, any areas of growth from...
Are you a Colts writer?
Yes.
Okay, that gives me perspective. It's funny because last year at the Combine, Shane's room was on the same floor as mine, and like 3 times I was trying to see him. I hadn't seen him since the Super Bowl. And he texted me, he's like, I got something for you. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, this guy's going to give me a great present. He's so happy of the players we got him. He's got this head coaching job and head coaching money. And so, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, is he getting me a watch? Is he getting me freaking sneakers? All the things I like. And he's like, bro, I have this green sport jacket. I'm like, we have nothing similar in terms of body types, you and I, bro. I can't even wear this. So I actually just gave it to Nick. So, which probably different body types too. So I think that, Shane has this savant-like approach to football. He's all ball all the time. Any conversation you want to talk to him about football, about players, he's there. If you want to talk to him about current events, he'll kind of give you that, what? But I think that's what makes him such a great coach is because he's always working on things. He's got tremendous confidence in his knowledge and his ability, and I certainly think the Colts are lucky to have him. I'm gonna come, I promise.
How do you view Nolan Smith heading into
I think that goes back to the point about some younger players and kind of in retrospect, just seeing him certainly in the playoff game, one of the guys who played well in the playoff game, maybe giving him a little bit more time during the year and experience. We talked about that. He's got all the right tools in his body. He's got the right mentality. And at the same time, he's got to go out and show it. I'm coming. Boom, boom.
When you look at the salary cap increase, how does it change the way you can approach this offseason?
Well, I think you still got to be cognizant of how you want to build a team. I think you still got to be aware of guys coming up for contracts that you want to keep, that you don't anticipate losing. And I think it also gives you some flexibility to not force things, to have the ability to walk away from a deal and understand that may come about at another time. So I don't think you want, it's still the same amount of money. It's like, if you win $5, it's still your $5. You don't want to just throw that $5 out and pretend like it's not yours. So this is our salary cap money. We got to make sure that we're still making good decisions with it because at the end of the day, as we go forward, we do have a lot of guys making a lot of money.
With the running back market, given the available backs and what happened last year?
Yeah, I think that there are talented players on the free agent market. Obviously, we got a couple guys there from our team that are going to be free agents, and I think that at the end of the day, talented players end up getting paid. And it's just I think where I'm getting a little distracted by the freaking. Is Dom doing the security? Are you doing John Lynch's security right now, Dom? They left. So I think everyone will kind of have a value on players just like any other position, and obviously those guys handle the ball a lot, and they're important players.
Given Dick's experience as a defensive coordinator, does he get more sway when it comes to personnel?
I'm sure he thinks that. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously tremendous respect for Vic. Know him for a long time, and he's had tremendous success. And I think when we talk about how we build a team overall, obviously that's something that's important to us. But by the same token, knowing what the coordinator is important to the coordinator and the system so that it can be successful is important as well.
How big of a priority is Frank Ryan extension?
Well, Devontae's an incredible person, an incredible player. Obviously, homegrown, young guy. Without getting into specifics, those aren't guys that you really want to leave.
What's your understanding of the future for Kelsey and Fletcher?
Obviously, those guys, unbelievable players, unbelievable people, and they deserve the right to decide what's best for them. And we'll wait and give them whatever time and space they need to make the right decisions. And I think the important thing from our perspective is you'd never want to see them wearing different colors. And I think for us, no matter when that is, if they want the opportunity to come back, we'd want to have the opportunity to bring them back.
Bradbury's under contract for $9 million guaranteed. He played some slot last year. Do you guys view him more as a slot as he gets older, or still an outside guy?
I think he's an outside guy. I think when you look at the skill set there, I think that that was one of the positions that as we got into the summer, we kind of knew we needed some depth there. We gave some guys opportunities to do it. I got to do a better job of bringing in more guys to be able to play that position. I think that's one area that kind of you felt like in August maybe we need to add, so we tried some guys. But when you look at JB and his history and his success as an outside corner, to ask him to do something, which is really a different position, is hard.
And he remains part of your plans?
Yeah, he's under contract, part of our plans.
All right.